Good morning, party people. We are going to talk about research today. We're going to talk about what your final paper should look like and also a little bit about your presentation. So, I'm using this sample research paper just to sort of as a talking point. Yours is going to look a little bit differently. This is actually a college paper. As you can see, it says professor there. So some of these things we aren't worried about. But I do want to talk a little bit about how your paper should be set up. So let's start by talking about this right here, the page numbering. The proper way to number your pages is that it should have your last name followed by the page number. So let's go to your research paper now. This is a Google Doc. This is my sample research paper. But I want to show you how to do this. So you're going to go to Insert, going to go to Page Number, and you have some options here. I would like for you to use this one here, where you can see that it offers subsequent numbers. So when I clicked on that, a 1 popped up right here. Okay, again, that was Insert, and then when I went to Insert, I had Page Number, and then that was the option. Alright, so here's 1, but before that 1, I need my last name. So I'm going to backspace, I'm going to type Hines 1. Alright, then I can't type in here anymore. I need to type out of there to do the rest of my paper. You guys have already started your research paper, so you should just be able to put Insert, and then you should be able to put that there. Okay. The nice thing about this, let me hit Enter a whole bunch of times, is that as each new page is created, it should automatically continue numbering them. All right. So that's what that looks like. Next thing we're going to talk about is your heading. I like this heading here. So that's your name, and then my name, Mrs. Hines, Cats class, gifted studies, however you want to word that there, and then you put your date. All right, that is on the left. Sorry, that's on the left margin. Over on this side. Okay, so your name, my name, class, date. All right, so your name, my name, and date. Alright, I do not need this double spaced. Here this looks like it's sort of double spaced there. I don't need this part double spaced. The point of double spacing is to make something easier to read. I don't need the heading to be easier to read. I just really don't. Okay, next thing is you're going to, after the next space, that's where your title is going to go. And your title should be centered. And of course it should also have, you'll notice, capitals at the beginning of all major words there like that. Right? Alright, so that's going to go there. I'm just going to hit the center bar right there, and title of my paper goes there. Okay? You'll hit enter again, and you'll go over there. Now this is where your introductory should be occurring, right here. It ends with your thesis, as you guys are familiar. So the whole rest of this is just your paper. Paper, paper, paper. Okay. I would like this to be double spaced because it's easier to read that way. So you just highlight this part. Here's your line spacing option right there. And you would select double. Now it's going to double space it for you. Okay. So this will be your intro paragraph, and then your 3 paragraphs thereafter. And then after that you go right into your graphs. Okay, so after your paper, which I know goes on for quite a few pages, the next part that you want to do is your research. So you're going to center it again, and now it's going to have another title. You can decide what you want to call it, but this is going to be this is your research of Orchard Farm students. You don't have to call it exactly that, but you do want to give it some sort of title. And then this is where your graph goes, and then your summary of your graph, your next graph, etc. Okay? Again, I'm just showing you how to organize. None of this is new. The page numbers might be new, but none of this is new. So I'm just showing you how to organize your paper. So it should be numbers, heading, title. The written part of your paper comes first. The graph and summary part of your paper comes second. And then what should come at the very, very end is going to be your works cited. And again, works cited should be centered, okay? And then your citations, went a little too far there, your citations should begin over here on the side. All citations in MLA format. I was very surprised when some of you showed me a list of URLs. A URL is this. A link or a list of that is not a citation. That is absolutely not a citation. A citation is when you go to EasyBib and you do your, and we did these together before, and you should already have your works cited page because that was due to me before, so you may just need to find out where that's at. But this is when you did a citation. Remember, we came to EasyBib and we cited our URL there, and we were using MLA, and we put in all this information, and it helped us to generate your citation. So that's what needs to come at the end. Right? Remember, we put all that stuff in there, and that helped us to generate a citation. So written part of your paper, results of your survey, works cited at the end. Then you're done. All right. You need to have this paper done in a week because you've already done all these parts. You just need to put it together and format it. This should not take you a long time. So I'm going to tell you that I want you to have this done in a week because we need to start presentations. All right, presentations. There's not a lot I want to say about presentations, just that they're going to be about 5 minutes in length. And just give us, I really just want a summary. That's all I want. I want a summary of what were you trying to prove in your paper, maybe a couple key points from this part of your paper, and then maybe just go over, and here's what I asked the kids, and this is what I found out. When you do your presentation, you may want to use Google Slides for visuals. You could actually copy your graphs right out of here onto a Google Slides document, and you could talk right off of that. You'll recall you do need to present the information in more than one way. So don't just stand up there and talk and think that's going to be good enough. You need to have something for us to look at as well. It doesn't have to be Google Slides. You can make a poster. You can make a pamphlet. I don't care. But keep it simple because, again, I have basically one class day dedicated to everybody presenting. And as you know, we have either 5 or 6 kids in the class, and we only have 45-minute class. So we really need to try to keep these to 5 minutes or as close to as you can. No, I'm not going to penalize you if you go over. I'm just asking you as a courtesy to try to keep that presentation pretty brief, okay? Your presentation's being scored on the fact that you use at least 2 modes of presenting, including a visual element, and that you have good presentation skills, that you are making eye contact, that we can hear you, just all, basically everything in that rubric that we looked at. All right, that's it. Get to work. Have a great day. I'll see y'all next week.